Assalamu alaikum, well, welcome from DHA Sports Club, Moin Khan Academy. This is match number 20 of DSPL Season 6, the final of the group stages between two sides that represents Group B. Eyeland are taking on the table toppers so far, NJS Cuisine. And NJS Cuisine are batting first, and they have already lost their first wicket. Afan Mansoor, playing his first match of the tournament, has picked up a wicket on the very first over. Fahim. It was a short delivery, it was there to be put away, it was short, it was wide, he was looking to slap it, just couldn't get it over mid-off, and he gave a simple chance to the fielder at mid-off. So first wicket gone down for NJS Cuisine. They have come up with a different opening pair. Mustafa Musa is out there opening the innings alongside the other opener. No captain so far, and they have lost their first wicket. They are 7 for 1. It was Shahrukh Mohsin and the captain Saqib Ikhlas who were opening the batting in the previous three matches, but they came up with a different opening pair. That didn't work because they have lost their first wicket already. But Shahrukh Mohsin is out there now at number 3. Afan Mansoor will once again look to come over the wicket against the left-hander this time. There is a slight change in field. Mid-off is up, long on is back. Third man, fine leg both inside. Deep mid-wicket is in place as well. Presents a full toss, gets it away past the fielder at backward point. There is a shorter boundary towards that side, and I just get the feeling it's going to go past the boundary ropes. Loose delivery, this from Afan. Might have been attempting a slower delivery, but it went all wrong because it turned out into a full toss outside the off. I'm just placing the bat onto it and finds a gap as well. And this is the shorter side of the boundary we were talking about, where the rope has been brought in slightly, and Shahrukh gets off the mark with a 4 of the very first ball. Now, we have already talked about NJS Cuisine. They are the table toppers so far. They have won their first 3 matches. Talking about Eyeland, it has been a completely different story for them. It's their last match of the group stages. They are still in search of their first victory, so they'll be hoping that they can finish off their campaign on a high note. They suffered defeat in the first 3 matches. First against Little Darling Zubaidas, where they couldn't chase down 131. Then they couldn't chase down 140. Against NJS Cuisine, in fact, against down the leg side, well, might have brushed the pads. Slight appeal there from the bowler, but no signal from the on-field umpire. And in their last match, they suffered another defeat against Daily Boys when they were just bundled out for 108, and the men in grey were able to chase it down. And not only did they win that game, but they also became the 3rd team to qualify for the Super 6 round that's going to be beginning from the next week. Slightly short and wide, slight misfield from the fielder at cover. It's going to bring them a single, so a pretty eventful over. First over comes to an end. It's 12 for 1 after 1.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना, हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
30 for 1 after 4. Time for another bowling change. So we have seen 3 bowlers now operating from the squash court end. First it was Afan Mansood and Imran Chawla. Bowled the third over. Now it's going to be the off spinner Huzaifa Rizwan. So they've got so many options, Team Eyeland, and each and every one of them can bowl at any stages of the inning. Huzaifa Rizwan has bowled with the new ball tonight. He's coming in for the 5th over. Ahmed Waqas also bowled with the new ball. Bowled a couple of really tight overs so far. So I just get the feeling Eyeland are going to keep on changing on their bowlers so that they do not get predictable here tonight. Slightly Fuller was there for the drive, but the invitation was there, but Mustafa Musa just didn't get anywhere out onto it. I think he's just inviting Mustafa Musa to go big on the offside because there are no fielders outside the inner ring. Creates a bit of room for himself, finds it difficult. And overall, the spinners have done a very good job for Team Eyeland. They have been really unlucky with their batting in this campaign. The batting has just not clicked. I mean, if a side is not being able to chase down 131, which was at one stage needing 37 of 38, you got to understand that they have issues with their batting order, and that just has continued from the very first match till their third game as well, which decided that they won't be taking any further part after the group stages. Thrashes that one, gets it over extra cover and mid-off. That's going to run away for 4. He's been trying to convince Mustafa Musa to go big on the offside. He missed out on the first 3 deliveries. This time got the length, created that room for himself and hit it wider of the fielder at mid-off. So he might have faced few dot balls in between, but he's still making sure that he gets at least 1 boundary every over, and that keeps that run rate over 8. Comes down the wicket, hits it hard, hits it past mid-off. That's going to be 2 boundaries now in 2 balls. Or is it stopped? No, I just get the feeling the long one did a pretty decent job. He just stopped the ball with his left foot, and I'm pretty sure the umpires would love to have a word with that fielder at long on, and he thinks he pulled it back. So just a single it is for Mustafa Musa. Otherwise that shot deserved more runs than that. He used his speed and timed it well as well. So Shahrukh is now on strike. Huzaifa Rizwan, as expected, will change his angle, but still having no fielders deep on the offside. Low full toss worked away fine of the long gone fielder. Running the first hard, wants to come back for the second. Excellent running by these two. 7 runs coming in that over. 5 done. It's 37 for 1. So we have seen 3 bowlers bowling from the other end, but it's just Humaid Waqas who has been continuously bowling from the creek, and it's his third over. Starts off with a dot delivery, although I just get the feeling it further turned away from Mustafa Musa, and he was expecting the umpire to call it as a wide, but that wasn't the case. And overall he has bowled really well against Mustafa Musa. May have not gotten any turn whatsoever from this track, but he has kept things tight. He has bowled straight into the stumps, and he has made Mustafa Musa think twice before going for the big throw. Fuller, hit hard, hit flat, hit just over long off. That's an extraordinary stroke from Mustafa Musa. It was not one of those regular big shots, it was a helicopter shot sort of, and it just kept going over the fielder at long off, who might have thought that he was there with a chance of taking that one, and if anyone would have taken it, that was Ahmad Shakil, because he's the tallest in the field tonight for Eyeland, but even he couldn't get near to it. So that's the second maximum from Mustafa Musa, and with that he has also earned like 2,000 rupees already from his spectators, because remember, every 6 you hit you get 1,000 rupees cash award, and every boundary you hit you get 500 rupees from the title sponsors. Very good run rate for NJS Cuisine. He goes once again, this time drilled towards Ahmad Shakil. He's going to get there this time. Will get a single. Mustafa Musa. We have seen that in the past too. A target of 130-140 has been easily defended by the sides batting first. So Eyeland, well, they'll be having this fact on the back of their mind that they cannot afford the batting side to score runs that easily. He's back over the wickets against Shahrukh Mohsin, who has been watching all the action from the last couple of overs from the non-striker's end. They're giving all sort of respect to Humaid Waqas. If you can look at his spell, he has just gone for 15 in his 2.5 overs, whereas the batting side is scoring runs at almost 8 and over. So that shows that he has bowled with a lot of control. He's unlucky to have not picked up a wicket so far. Slightly short, cut away nicely. Gets it fine off the fielder at backward point. Doesn't have enough legs to go past the boundary rows, but he's going to end up picking up a couple. It's a pretty productive over for NJS Cuisine. 9 runs coming out of it. 6 overs done, and they are 46 for 1. Big shot by Mustafa Musa. He just got it over backward point. Will pick up another couple. Looks like the decision of sending him up the order to open the innings has worked for NJS Cuisine tonight. Mustafa Musa hasn't disappointed. He's scoring runs. He is scoring runs at a very good strike rate, 27 of 21 deliveries. So the strike rate is over 130, which is ideal. He doesn't look like a big fan of getting those quick singles. On odd occasions when the ball has been placed in the gaps, he has willingly returned for the second run. But apart from that, he is looking to get as many boundaries as possible. Saw that six coming in the previous over from Humed Waqas. That was a really good stroke over long off. But the way he's looking to strike the ball, I just get the feeling he prefers facing the fast bowlers as compared to the spinners. He has given respect to Humed Waqas and now he's doing the same to Hamad Shakil. Pitched up slightly. It was turning further away. Will be given as a wide by the on-field umpire. Will add extra run to the total. The bowlers are trying to bowl as wide as possible from the off stump and they're bowling much slower through the air so that if he's looking to get those big shots coming, he'll have to generate that force and power. So far he hasn't done a foot wrong, Mustafa Musa, although he has missed few deliveries that could have been hit away easily for singles, but on the other hand he has done a pretty decent job. I mean, the dugout would be really happy with the way he has shown up at the top of the order. Faster one attempted by Hamad. They just skid on after pitching. Hits it hard, but there is a fielder at long on. Will just get a single, and with that, 50 also comes up for NJS Cuisine in their 7th over. That shows their progress. They lost a wicket in the very first over, but apart from that, they have not been troubled at all by the bowling attack of Team Eyeland. Gets it over extra cover. There is a man out there in the deep, Hassan. Shahrukh plays it up in the air but placed that in the gap as well. So another single coming in the over of the last ball. 7 overs completed. It's 51 for 1. Change of hands for the skipper. He's now bowling from the Creek Vista end where Humaid Waqas were operating for his first 3 overs with the new ball. Imran Chawla went for 10 in his opening over, now coming in from the other end to see whether there is some turn available from this particular end or not. So many spin options for Team Eyeland. Humaid Waqas, Imran Chawla, Hamad Shakil. Whoever is one has just bowled 1 over as well. And if you talk about the seam, Afan Mansoor took the new ball. And he picked up the only wicket that has fallen so far for the opposition. Having a look at the field on the onside now, Mustafa Musa, you can expect him to go for another big one towards mid-wicket. He went for it, just got it over short mid-wicket, but there is protection out there. They will just get a single. Wanted to come back for the second, but I just get the feeling it's a pretty decent throw from the man out there in the deep. Might be a big scoring game here tonight from NJS Cuisine. Remember, it's the last match of the group stages. We go on to the Super 6 from the next week, where top 3 sides from both groups will be facing each other. Pitching it up, just chipping it towards square leg. The ball might have got stuck in one of those practice pitches. Talking about the teams that have made their way towards the next round, we talk about the team from the Group A. It's Alpha Labs, Team Medicam, and Rugby. There are the 3 teams that have qualified from Group A. Alpha Labs also winning their last match of the group stages yesterday, defeating Team Rugby comfortably while chasing down the target. And if we talk about Group B, it's NJS Cuisine, the men in blue, who are batting right now. Little Darling Zubaydas. And Delhi Boys. Four singles so far from Imran Chawla, so it's a pretty decent comeback from this skipper. Low full toss, couldn't get it away. Even if he had missed that one, might have been given as a wide card. It was that wide outside the off stump. The Shaduk Mosin has gone a bit quiet now, but that doesn't really matter because the runs are coming from the other end. This time he managed to find the gap. This time he manages to time it well as well. It's going to be touch and go. T-Pex recovered, did a pretty decent job. I think it was Zakib Adnan who had to cover so much distance, but he made sure that he pulled the ball back inside the boundary ropes. 4 singles and a couple to end the over. 8 done is 50.
शहर कराची के दिल गुलिस्तान जौहर हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के नजदीक मेगा मॉल, जहां मशहूर व मारूफ ब्रांड्स की आमद का सिलसिला तेजी से जारी है, जिसमें शामिल है बोनेंजा सतरंगी, आइडियाज, सर्विस शूज, चेजर, फूड चेन, KFC। मेगा मॉल पेश करता है कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेज। सिर्फ 50% अदायगी पर। मजीद मालूमात के लिए राब्ता करें फलक मार्केटिंग।
So 50 of the partnership comes up between these two. Another sharp single taken by Mustafa Musa, and Might want to come back for the other run as well, but I just get the feeling Shahrukh Mohsin was went far away from the keeper. So he had to run the double the distance in order to come back for the second run, but rightly so, he decided not to go for it. Things have gone significantly quiet for Team Eyeland. There's hardly any enthusiasm, there is hardly any energy out there in the field. They already know their fate, they won't be taking part in the Super 6 round. But at least you've got to show the fighting spirit so that you can finish off on a high campaign. Yes, things have not gone in their favor, they could have gone differently. But at least you can win the last match and upset the table topper so far. Driven past extra cover, there is a fielder out there, will just get a run. And the fact that this left and right hand combination is making even more difficult for Ireland to make those breakthroughs. Had there been two left-handers or two right-handers, the bowlers would have set their line and length, but with every single, the next batter comes in, and not only the bowler have to change his line, but the fielders also have to change their position. So it takes a little more of time and makes it even difficult. Uses his feet, comes down the wicket, doesn't get time. It will land comfortably in front of Muzaffar Rizwan at long off. There is a throw at the bowler's end, and it was not a good one. It was well wide of the stumps. And as a result, Mustafa came back for a couple. Well judged by Mustafa. He knew the ball was coming in with the angle, so just moved slightly away from the leg stump so that the ball just went and hit the gloves of the keeper, given as a wide by the on-field umpire. Gets his man. You could see that coming. He was eyeing that big shot once again, Mustafa Musa. He attempted a big stroke while coming down the wicket earlier in the over as well. Couldn't time it. This time the length was much fuller and the line was much straighter. He went for the big hit. He missed it, and Hamad Shakil hit the stump. So finally the partnership has been broken. 55 runs added between these two for the second wicket, and now Mustafa Musa walking back to the dugout after scoring 33. It's 62 for 2.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
We are the petals of the orchid school. We are the petals of the orchid school. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We will touch the stars.
62 for 2 after 9. Imran Chawla will operate from the creek vista end once again for his third over. Shahrukh Mohsin has struck that nicely towards long on. Wants to come back for the second one. Waqas Zafar running towards the danger end, but he makes it in the end. He's out there at number 4, replacing Mustafa Musa, who lost his wicket in the last ball of the previous over when he was castled by Hamar Shakil. Not only the runs have dried in the last couple of overs, but they have lost another big wicket. Mustafa Musa, who was looking really comfortable, apart from last 2 overs where he was just looking a little restless. Might be a wide, wasn't kept cleanly by the keeper. Fielder from short fine leg is after it. I think it's Afan Mansoor who's going to get down to the ball, and they'll come back for a couple. So 3 wides will be added to the total. He hasn't looked in really good rhythm, Imran Chawla, in the last couple of matches for Eyeland. He started off really well though against the Real Darling Zubaydas. Got a couple of wickets in the opening match, but since then his form has dropped down significantly. Went for the switch hit, gets it over backward point and times it well too. And we saw Sheikh Anas scoring few shots in the previous match, but he got a couple of boundaries in that fashion. Now it's Shahrukh Mohsin, and he made up his mind very late, even after the ball was delivered from Imran Chawla, but he still managed to time it and place it over the fielders on the offside. Full toss driven once again. But there is protection out there. We'll get a single and we'll retain the strike at the start of next over. Shahrukh Mohsin. 10 overs done and dusted. NJS Cuisine will be finding themselves very comfortable at 74 for 2.
Will happen soon.
We are the
Orchid School. We are the petals of the Orchid School.
मेरी बेयर मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बेयर ऑयल प्रोफेशनल बेयर ऑयल, एसएससी प्रोफेशनल बेयर ऑयल एंड मुस्टैच ऑयल.
Time for another change in the bowling attack. It's going to be Sudesh Jawad starting the 11th over. And I just get the feeling the batting side has taken the power play as well, because we can just see two fielders outside, mid-wicket and the fielder at long on. I think it's a better time for the batting side to go for the batting power play, knowing the fact that you've got one set better out there in the middle and he can look to hit those boundaries. Shahrukh Mohsin batting on 32 over 27. So many times we have seen the batting power play taken by the batting side going in the favour of the bowling side. Well, it happened with Eyeland in the very first match of their tournament against Little Darling Zubaydars. When they were 93 for 3, they opted for the batting power play and they lost 4 wickets in the next couple of overs. Went for the switch hit, finger goes up. Horrible shot selection from Shahrukh Mohsin. It was a premeditated stroke from the left-hander. He had no idea where the ball is going to land. It was pitching on the middle stump. It was right in plumb in front. So another set batter loses his wicket. NJS Cuisine have now lost their third. Shahrukh Mohsin walking back at 74 for 3.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब पर
Fahim Chaudhary comes in at number 5 and straight away has been greeted with a low full toss. He has hit that over square leg, will pick up a couple to get up the mark. Batting for the first time in this tournament, Fahim Chaudhary. And they can afford to make some experiments in the batting order as well as in the bowling attack later on, NJS Cuisine, because they know they have already qualified for the next round and it's their last match against a team that is very short in confidence. They're trying their bench strength. I think it's a good move from the men in blue. Plays it nicely in front of mid wicket, will get another single. So scoreboard moving along for NJS Cuisine. Initially, when the partnership was building between Shahrukh Mohsin and Mustafa Musa, it was thought that they might end up scoring 150, 160. Well, it can still happen, but I just get the feeling they might fall short by 15 or 20 runs, and they will still be content if they can go past 140 tonight. Brilliant over this from Sudesh Jawad. Just 3 runs and a wicket off it. 11 done. Score remains on 77 for 3.
रखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना, हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर
So the last over of the batting power play, and we're going to witness another change in the bowling. As Zafar Rizwan has been given the ball. Fahim Chaudhary once again using his feet but getting a single towards long gone. Well, the idea behind going for the batting power play was that if Shahrukh Mohsin will still be out there, he can score a few runs, but he was dismissed by Sudesh Jawad, and now we might not see enough boundaries in the next 5 deliveries. And once again, the batting side going for the power play has just gone against them. Works it away towards square leg. There is a throw, but Fahim Chaudhary makes it away. So although he's pretty senior, Fahim, but he is running like a youngster between the wickets. He hasn't missed any opportunity to go for the single so far. Comes down the wicket, hits it hard and hits it straight down to the throat of Umaid Waqas, who spills it. Well, you could see that coming. There was a batting power play in progress. It was a slower, loopy delivery. Fahim Chaudhary came down the wicket, got a middle of it, but Umaid Waqas should have taken it in the end. Just get the feeling he didn't get his hand onto when the ball might have hit his chest. Struggling so far, Waqas. The left-hander, we haven't seen any sign of aggression from him so far, and you can expect him because this is probably his first outing with the bat for NJS Cuisine. Gets his man now, Huzaifa. When he was struggling, Waqas, his brief stay, the painful stay comes to an end. His innings was going absolutely nowhere. He was missing few deliveries and the fuller length. He got into a horrible position. Was looking to get that on the onside, but just missed it altogether. It's a flurry of wickets going down for NJS Cuisine in the last couple of overs. The batting power play, well, they have lost 2 in this power play. They have not lost another one. It's 80 for 4.
Baby's best friend.
As for Salim at number 6. Safely negotiates the last ball of the over. So just 3 runs and a wicket coming in that over from Huzaifa. The batting power play not bringing a lot of runs for NJS Cuisine. 12 overs done. They are at 80 for 4. $80 for 4 after 12. So that's Jawad starting is another one, and I think he's going to get another wicket. Yes, the fingers has been raised. Fahim Chaudhary just couldn't resist. The length was there. The line was a little wide outside the off stump. He has been looking to get those boundaries as soon as he came onto the crease. But this time just missing the line of the ball. The ball just staying under the bat. And the wicket keeper making no mistake. So another wicket goes down. So there Jawaz picks up his second. NJS Cuisine, well, now they are at 80 for 5.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
So the captain Saqib Ikhlas finally makes his appearance at number 7 tonight. He was opening the batting regularly in the first 3 matches. Tonight he gave chances to the youngsters so that they could open and flourish. We saw Mustafa Musa getting few runs. Shahrukh Mohsin also was amongst the runs at number 3. But apart from those two, there's hardly anything to talk about. But now he is out there in the middle, and I think he has taken the responsibility up his shoulders that he can score runs in the last 7.5 overs that are remaining. I tell you what, it's not going to be that easy for him to score runs either, because previously he was opening the batting where he was making use of those fielding restrictions. But now, since the spinners are operating, the field is set at the boundary ropes, so he'll have to bat out of his skins. Balls at shoulder, pulls it away nicely past mid wicket. Umaid Waqas gets down to the ball and makes it into just a single. Staying on the back foot as for Salim. He's amongst runs in this tournament as for. Once again looking to hit that really hard, but not timing whatsoever. Just a couple of dots to end the over, just a run and a wicket off it in the end. 13 overs completed. NJS Cuisine, well, they are going down slowly at 81 for 5.
Will happen soon. We will touch the stars. It will happen soon. We are the Orchid School. We are the petals of the Orchid School.
يا إلهي أنت ربي خلقتني من ترابي وأنا على عهدك ووعدك أدعو إليك في كل حال.
Whoever is running to his third. Captain attempts a big stroke, one bounce to the fielder at square leg. They were 46 for 1 after 6, and the next 7.5 overs they have just scored 36 more, and they've lost 4 wickets. So Eyeland have significantly dragged things back in their favour. Big shot attempted by Asfar Salim. Ubaib Salman getting underneath it, and he puts it down. It's not the first one that he has dropped in this tournament. It's just his second match, and it's his second dropped already. And he was so comfortably getting underneath that one that we all thought that he's going to take it safely in the end. And Josefa was very disappointed, and rightly so. You've got so much experience, you need to take those catches, and this is Asfar Salim we are talking about, who is a very recognized batter. Had he taken that catch, they would have had chance of bowling out the opposition cheaply, because not much batting left now for NJS Cuisine. These are the little things that have let Eyeland down in this campaign. Hit hard, might have got the deflection from the arm of the bowler, but Saqib Ikhlas' bat was safely inside the crease. Well, the way he was batting in the first match for Webb Salman, it clearly showed that he was not out of the game for too long. But the way he has fielded, I mean, he has dropped some dollies so far. Lighting it up once again. I think Huzafa is looking and hoping that Asrar Salim will commit a mistake once again. So there's now about to begin his third. So far he has picked up a couple of wickets. Gets another one, this time off the skipper. Well, he got a wicket on the first ball of the previous over too. And Fahim Chaudhary was looking to come down the wicket and he was stumped now. Saqib Ikhlas looking to fetch that ball from way outside the off, looking to sweep it on the onside, missed it altogether, and the ball might have turned slightly into him as well. Taking the top off and in the process picking up his third. NJS Cuisine are now in a spot of bother at 84 for 6.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार।
Faizan Shoaib at number 8. Pretty sure he must have been relaxing a few overs ago, but now he's out there to do some job with the bat. He's done a pretty decent job with the ball in his hands though. Faizan Shoaib has regularly picked up wickets with the new ball, left arm orthodox. But now he has been assigned the task of batting for remaining 5 overs if he can last till the 20th over. Shot put away nicely, will get a boundary. Excellent timing and placement from Faizan. It was slightly shorter in length. He didn't move his feet much, just stayed into his position and just pulled it behind square, past the fielder at square leg for a boundary. Nice way to open the account with the boundary of the very second ball. Run rate now just over 6 and over from the men in blue. Hits it hard, but still couldn't get it in the gap. Now the batting power play isn't available for NJS Cuisine. They have consumed their next power play as well, in which they lost a couple of wickets and didn't score many runs. Even if they go past 125 from here on, it's going to be a big achievement for them. Hit hard, hit in the gap. But there is a fielder at deep extra cover, so Faizan will just get a run. So far so good from Sudesh Jawad. Just 3 for 9 in his 2.5 overs. He hasn't turned the ball a great deal, but he has been very effective. Hit hard by Aswar Salim. Hits it over mid-wicket. Will get a boundary. It was short, and as we were mentioning it before as well, he hasn't been able to turn the ball a great deal. It just stayed on with the angle, and Aswar Salim had just so much time to hit it hard over mid-wicket. So a couple of boundaries and a wicket in that over from Sudesh Jawad. 15 overs completed. NJS Cuisine with just 5 overs to go are at 93 for 6.
ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Time for another change in the bowling attack. Umaid Waqas coming into bowl for one last time in this tournament. Another fumble from Khobab Salman. Well, things are not going good for him in the outfield especially. As a senior pro, you expect your players to lift the morale of the team by being an example. But Umaid Waqas has definitely let down his... Khobab Salman, in fact, has definitely let down his team by dropping those 2 chances that has come in his way. Hitting it hard but not being able to place it in the gap. Hitting the stumps at the non-strikers in. We have seen that happening a couple of times with us for Salim. Although he got that boundary in the previous over of Sudesh Jawad, but you can't say that his innings has been fluent tonight. He scored some runs against Little Darling Zubaydas in the previous match, but his strike rate was on the lower side. Hits it hard, hits it long, but there is a fielder and he doesn't disappoint. Hamad Shakil takes a good catch in the end. Umaid Waqas gets a wicket. Hamad Shakil finally manages to take one at long on. And Aswar Salim, well, his brief stay is over. Comfortably held, and NJS Cuisine are now 7 down for 94.
marketing.
Can I call you Rose?
So into his last over, he finally manages to take his first wicket, Humaid Waqas, which brings Hamza Ubaid at number 9. Starts off with a short delivery, but doesn't get any run on that one, Hamza, because he was clearly late onto that one. Conditions have started to come a little difficult for the bowlers to grip the ball, because the outfield, you can see, is getting pretty wet. So every time the ball goes in the outfield for a single or two, it gets wet and it becomes harder for the spinners to grip the ball. Pulls it slightly fuller, will just get a run towards Huzaifar Rizwan, who is now out there at long off. Pretty good last over this from Humaid Waqas. Well, generally his spell has been pretty decent. Bowled 3 overs with the new ball, wasn't hit away from many runs when it was Shahrukh Mohsin and Mustafa Musa who were looking to hit boundaries from the other end. He curtailed the flow of runs and now has picked up a wicket as well. Lights it up, gets it towards extra cover. It's going to be a dot ball, so just a couple of singles and a wicket in that over of Humaid Waqas. He's done for the night. 1 for 19 for the left arm Orthodox. It's 95 for 7 after 16.
Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
We are the petals of the orchid school. We are the petals of the orchid school. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We will touch the star.
So twice he has picked up wicket in the very first ball of his over. So there's Jawad. Well, just couldn't do it on that occasion. But his figures have been really decent so far. 3 wickets in his 3 overs, 3 for 13 to be precise. I'm pretty sure he'll look to pick up a couple of more. Almost got another one. Just beating the outside edge of Hamza Ubaid. Well, the experiment of sending different batters at top of the order tonight might have worked to some extent, but not overall for NJS Cuisine. Shorter in length, gets it in the gap towards cow corner region, but will just end up getting a couple, Hamza Ubaid. And the total, well, they were expecting to score 150, 160 at the start of the innings. That won't be the case tonight. He hits it hard, hits it in the gap, but his effort is one is pretty quick across the outfield. And they're in need of few boundaries now. NJS Cuisine. And to the 17th over, and the run rate is still under 6 and over. Bowls it much slower through the air. He's appealing for something, the wicket keeper. But I just get the feeling he lost control of the ball when he was looking to dislodge the bails. And maybe that's why the umpire did not even bother to refer it upstairs. A low full toss. Takes a step or two forwards, but just couldn't drive that one towards long off. So Faizan Shoaib, although he's middling the ball, but once again it's been proven difficult for the middle order and the lower order batters to get those boundaries in the last overs. 17 down.
Stars, it will happen soon. We will touch the stars. It will happen soon. We are the Orchid School. We are the battles of the Orchid School.
Hamad Shakil getting ready to bowl the 18th over. 100 comes, in fact 99 for 7 it is, because it didn't go for a run with the previous ball. Eyeland will be really happy with their effort, the bowlers, from being at 46 for 1 to being 99 for 7. They've done a really good job now. Opening the face of the bat, Faizan will look to get at least a couple. 100 will come up for NJS Cuisine. That too in the 18th over. Khurram Dilawar is batted up, so might see him next if a wicket goes down. Khubab Salman is just setting the field right. Comes down the track, hits it up in the air. This should be taken. It is. No mistake done by the fielder at short third. Faizan Shoaib looking to come down the wicket in search of boundaries. Not getting the middle whatsoever, and a safe chance for the fielder. So another wicket goes down. It's 101 for 8 now by NJS Cuisine, with Faizan Shoaib walking back after scoring 9.
أدعو إليك في كل
Khurram Dilawar at strike, 103 for 8. Just one ball remaining in this over. Muhammad Shakil looks close, looks really close, and the finger goes up. Khurram Dilawar complaining to the umpire that there was some bat involved, might have got an inside edge, but as soon as the ball struck the pads, it was given out. He used his crease this time, Muhammad Shakil. It was pitched up. He had already made up his mind that he'll be defending that ball. The bat is pretty close to the pads. Touch and go. Might have been some bat involved, but in the end, the decision was ruled out in the favor of the bowling side. So he is dismissed. Hamad gets his third, second of the over. 103 for 9.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार जब घर आया है घर का स्टार चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी हर चीज को खूब परखना हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे मदर केयर योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड
Just get the feeling NJS Cuisine might get bowled out without even facing their full 20 overs. Hits it up in the air, chance and taken. As we just spoke, Hamza Ubaid skied up in the air and Uzafar Rizwan gets a wicket. And with that, the innings also comes to an end of NJS Cuisine. First delivery of the 19th over, it was a short delivery, could have hit that anywhere. Instead, he just tried to hit it over long off, but a really good catch taken this time from Hamad Shakil. He gets his second of the game, and NJS Cuisine tonight have been bowled out for a very low score, for 103 to be precise. And that means Eyeland have got a bright opportunity to finish their campaign on a high note by getting a victory in the last match of the group stages and in the SPL Season 6.
एक्टिंग।
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
We are the petals of the orchid school. We are the petals of the orchid school. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We are the orchid school. Orchid school. We are the petals of the orchid school.
يا إلهي أنت ربي خلقتني من تراب وأنا على عهدك ووعدك أدعو إليك في كل حال.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
शहर कराची के दिल गुलिस्तान जौहर हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के नजदीक मेगा मॉल, जहां मशहूर व मारूफ ब्रांड्स की आमद का सिलसिला तेजी से जारी है, जिसमें शामिल है बुनंजा सतरंगी, आइडियाज, सर्विस शूज, चेजर, फूड चेन, KFC। मेगा मॉल पेश करता है कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेस। सिर्फ 50% अदायगी पर। मजीद मालूमात के लिए राब्ता करें फलक मार्केटिंग।
Welcome back from DHS Sports Club Moin Khan Academy for the run chase in this last group matches of DSPL Season 6. Eyeland needing 104 to win. NJS Cuisine just scored 103 in there, allotted 20 overs in the first innings, as we see Abdullah and Salman, the two opening batters out there in the middle for the men in yellow. And as they started on with their batting by changing their batting order, sending new openers, they have given the new ball to the medium pacer this time, otherwise it was Fazan Shoaib who was bowling with the new ball. Slightly full driven towards backward point, no run taken by Abdullah. He was castled the other day against S. Tahir with the ball just came back in. Well, NJS Cuisine can try that trick as well, but for that he'll have to ask the keeper to stand up to the stump so that Abdullah won't be using his feet and he'll stay on the back foot. Slightly short, hits it hard. Misfield from Khurram Dilawar at mid-off, and Abdullah will get off the mark with a single. Eyeland bowlers bowled really well, especially after the first power play. Just 57 runs were scored after the first 6 overs by Team NJS Cuisine. That just showed how much in control the men in yellow were, especially when the spinners came in. But now they know that they just need to chase down 104. They will be hoping that they can achieve that. And for that, Salman will have to bat out really well. Driven nicely, straight away gets off the mark with a beautiful cover drive that goes past the boundary ropes. That's the way he plays. Remember, he got off the mark with the boundary of in the previous match too. That was off the outside edge. This time completely in control of that drive. And tell you what, there wasn't a big gap between extra cover and mid-off, because extra cover was pretty straight, mid-off was pretty square as well. But not only he timed it, but he perfectly placed that in the gap. Driven once again, this time straight towards Khurram Dilawar at mid-off. Eyeland will be wondering, things would have been completely different had he been available in the first 2 matches. Salman, which he wasn't, and that's why we saw their batting struggled a bit. Goes in the air, goes over long on and gets a 6. Extraordinary stuff from Salman, that too in the very first over. No swing whatsoever for Fazan Suhaili. He did dead straight. Fazan Shoaib was there at long on. He moved to his left, but that was timed brilliantly by Khubaib Salman. One thing is for sure, if he's going to stay there till the 6 or 7 overs, this match is going to get over very early tonight. Slower one might be a no ball. Is it a no ball? No. In fact, it is signaled as a no ball. But it was a gentle full toss. Could have hit that as well, Khubaib Salman. He was also looking to come down the track, but now he's got a free hit. He will look to hit that hard as possible. At least a boundary is something that's going to be on his mind. It's a slower one. He hits it flat and hits it way over long gone. So making full use of that free hit, Khubaib Salman. He has managed to extract 19 runs in that opening over. That consisted of 2 sixes and a boundary. And he has made his intentions pretty clear. It's 19 for none after first.
शहर कराची के दिल गुलिस्तान जौहर हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के नजदीक मेगा मॉल, जहां मशहूर व मारूफ ब्रांड्स की आमद का सिलसिला तेजी से जारी है, जिसमें शामिल है बुनंजा सतरंगी, आइडियाज, सर्विस शूज, चेजर, फूड चेन, KFC। मेगा मॉल पेश करता है कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेस। सिर्फ 50% अदायगी पर। मजीद मालूमात के लिए राब्ता करें फलक मार्केटिंग।
The 19 for none, Mustafa Musa will share the new ball. Abdullah on strike, gets a boundary as well. Excellently timed by the right-hander. Not a good start from NJS Cuisine though. 19 runs coming in the previous over, and now even Mustafa Musa has been greeted with a top shot from Abdullah. Standing tall, making full use of that length. Although there was some movement away from the right-hander, but it was not that pacey delivery from Mustafa. So 23 runs have come in just 1.1 overs. He goes once again. Will be taken, is it? No, just gets it past extra cover. Now, does it have enough legs to go past the boundary rows? The ball is just slowing down a bit. Will end up picking up a couple. And they might have not proven their point in the first 3 matches, but tonight they are here to make a statement. Eyeland. Oh, good delivery. It was much quicker than the previous 2 deliveries, and the ball was just curving away from him in the air. No one, absolutely no one on the leg side apart from the skip at a deep mid wicket. Good delivery. Well, there is not a lot for the Pacers on this track. We have seen that in the first innings too, so I won't be surprised if we are going to see the spinners from the other end straight after this over. Because if they want to prolong this game, you'll have to bring on your premium spinners, talking about Fazan Shoaib, Khurram Dilawar, or even Afan Imran if he's in the playing 11 tonight. Picked up past mid wicket. Saqib Ikhlas will have some distance to cover, and he doesn't do it. Nice use of the wrist there from Abdullah. Just made sure that he hit it well in front of square. Although it was slowing down once again, but Saqib Ikhlas just got there a second or two late. And in the process, he got another 4. This time it hit the pads, but it was angling down the leg side. Similar delivery it was. Might have been slightly quicker, because of which he was late onto that one. So 10 runs coming in that over from Mustafa Musa. 2 done. It's 29 for none.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose?
We are the petals of the orchid school. We are the petals of the orchid school. We believe we achieve.
Green mate Fazan Sohail has been replaced by the left-arm orthodox Fazan Shoaib, who was expected to bowl with the new ball first up, but now he has been brought in the third over. Almost picked up a wicket, almost getting rid of Hubab Salman Hill. He needs to be a little watchful now, because it was the very first ball that he was facing against Fazan Shoaib, who has been in top form in this tournament. At least he needs to see a ball or two before he can start going big. That's more like it. Got to respect the bowler, who has been bowling really well. Not a big turner, as we have already mentioned before as well, but he usually relies on the arm deliveries. Slightly flatter, slightly shorter, and he gets it in the gap. Hubab Salman doesn't even need to run for that one. That is how well he timed it. Fazan Shoaib was much better when he was bowling fuller. As soon as he dropped it slightly short, Hubab Salman just stayed on the back foot and punched that one away past extra. The boundaries continue to flow for Team Eyeland, who have now raised to 33 for no loss in 2.3. Slightly uppish, but well defended by Hubab. It was him all along in the previous match too against Daily Boys, where he top scored with 29, but none of the batter could really capitalize on the start that he provided. Shot once again coming to down the wicket, get an inside half of the bat, and a fumble from square leg will allow him to come back for a single. Scoring at almost 11 and over, in fact over 11 and over. Punching it towards the leg side, still not going for a single. Better over from NJS Cuisine's point of view. Just 5 runs coming off it. 3 over done. It's 34 for none.
Working hard we receive, we believe we achieve. Working hard we receive, we will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon.
We have the Wickets school!
Orchid school,
خلقتني.
Right, so it's going to be interesting now. Mustafa Musa against Hubab Salman. 21 of 10 deliveries for the right-hander. He was very severe against Fazan Sohail in the first over where he hit him for 2 sixes and a boundary. I'm pretty sure he's going to look to do the same against Mustafa Musa. Might not be that easy with the ball swinging away from him, but on the ball there, Hubab. There is a fielder out there, a deep extra cover now. Once again, let that ball go away from him. Good leave from the right-hander. You've already got a start. You just need 70 more to win. You've got ample time remaining, 17 overs. So you can afford to play a dot ball. Hits it hard, hits it long. Well, that's the longest of the tournament, that's for sure. The sound of the bat clearly suggested it was heading in one direction, and that is well over the boundary ropes at long on. Wow, that is some hit, and very well captured by the cameraman too. And they've taken it very lightly tonight, NJS Cuisine. They weren't hoping Eyeland to show up in this fashion. And Eyeland, well, they will be kicking themselves. All they'll be hoping is they needed to play in this similar fashion in just one more game, which they couldn't. And now as a result, even if they win this match tonight, they will be down and out of the league. The ball has been retrieved back finally, because it went way back in the futsal field. Mustafa Musa might have to rely on those slower deliveries against Hubab Salman, because the faster he's going to come bowl, the faster it's going to come off the bat. Shot again, pulled again, this time over square leg. That's a magnificent strike. It's not easy to play that stroke, especially to a bouncer, but look at how well he got top of the bounce and hit it well behind square. That would have been 6 in any ground in the world. Hubab Salman, what an innings he's playing. Had he taken a flight earlier and would have represented Eyeland in the first 2 matches, I'm pretty sure Eyeland would have been sitting comfortably in this match and would have been getting prepared for the next round, but it's sad that they won't be a part of Super 6 in this DSPL Season 6. He's punishing almost every bowler right now. Mustafa Musa gone for 22 in 1.5. We saw Fazan Sohail getting hit for 19 in the first over. Change in the field, square leg comes in. He goes once again, down over mid-wicket, consecutive 6s from Hubab Salman. And tell you what, these are not small hits. These are big hits from the righty. First over long on, then over square leg, and this time over mid-wicket. This is how Eyeland used to play a few seasons ago. This is what the tournament was missing. 50 comes up in just 3.4 overs. Thanks to Hubab Salman. He's taking ages to complete this over, Mustafa Musa, but you cannot even blame him, because that is how far the ball is going off the bat of Hubab. Half the runs have come already. Pace is not the answer tonight. I'm pretty sure we're going to witness spin from both ends from the next over.
من ترابي وأنا على عهدك ووعدك أدعو إليك.
Slower delivery, he comes down the wicket, hits it flat. Might not go all the way for 6, but one bounce and straight away into the fence. Well, the idea was right to lower the pace, but once again it's got the length, Hubab Salman, which he was after. And he had no hesitation in putting that away for a boundary too. So 3 sixes and now a boundary. What an over this is for Eyeland. What a performance this is from Khubeb Salman. We were hoping that he might have been a little short of confidence because of two matches that he put down in this tournament. One in this match as well, but the way he has come out to bat, it seems like he has been batting in the nets for the whole day before this game. Shot again, hits it over the bowler's head. Long on, tries to cut around. He gets there. Khubeb Salman gets a single, and I think he was looking for that as well because he wanted to get on strike in the next over. An expensive one comes to an end. 23 coming in that over. 57 for none after 4.
في كل حال
मेरी देर मेरा स्टाइल
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार।
7 for none. They have opted for another power play. I think it was the right call as Khubeb Salman is in no mood to spare anyone tonight. And I'm pretty sure that's the third ball that has gone outside the stadium and the umpire have asked for a new one. Faizan Shoaib dropping it short. Khubeb Salman, well, it was a half hit. Well, tell you what, it was not a full flow stroke from Khubeb Salman, but he hits it out of the ground. 50 comes up for the opener in just 17 deliveries. This is what Eyeland was missing. This is what every one of us were missing in this tournament. Khubeb Salman getting a half century of just 17 deliveries, but it is too late now for Eyeland. Just 41 more needed, and I'm pretty sure if he's going to continue in this fashion, it's going to get over within the next 2 or 3 overs. We saw Rajvi chasing down 84 in 7 overs against Eyeland. Gets it over extra cover this time. Finds a gap. Places that one. Times it well too. A boundary to Khubeb. It's becoming a normality now for the right-hander. Starts off with the 6 over square leg. Gets another boundary over extra cover. We saw Rajvi chasing down 84 against Medicam in just 7 overs. Well, Eyeland need 104, and I'm pretty sure they can do that as well. Hits it hard but couldn't place it in the gap. Rare dot delivery in his innings tonight. Khubeb Salman, he has been just dealing in boundaries and a not single. So far he has hit 4 sixes, in fact 6 sixes. 3 in the previous over, 2 in the first over against Faizan Sohail, and now 1 in this over as well. And all of them almost went outside the ground. Comes down the track, gets an inside half of the bat. Might go all the way for 4, it does go all the way. Not coming from the middle, but he swung so hard at that one. And mid-wicket was well in front, so there was no chance of him coming near to that one. Faizan Shoaib, well, it's the first time he's getting that treatment in this tournament. Abdullah, well, He has the best seat in the house. Hits it hard, well in front of mid-on and mid-wicket. Might look to come back for a second, but he decided not to. Hubeb Salman gets a single, gets down to the other end so that Abdullah can enjoy out there in the middle too. All the fielders having their hands on their hips. Tries to punch it off the back foot, goes straight to the skipper. Dot delivery to end the over. 9 runs coming off it. 5 duns. Eyeland have marched along to 72 for none.
चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना, हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
हम वहाँ जाके
72 for none after 5. Hubeb Salman with his brilliant innings, bringing all those memories back for Eyeland. Hits it up in the air, chance for the fielder, taken. Well, he was looking to play that helicopter shot, I guess. Hubeb Salman over long gone, but just got the toe end of the bat and mid-off was inside and he took it comfortably. So the brilliant knock comes to an end for Hubeb Salman, but not before he has single-handedly brought Eyeland in a winning position. 59 of just 21 deliveries. Eyeland have lost their first. They are 72 for 1.
शहर कराची के दिल गुलिस्तान जौहर हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के नजदीक मेगा मॉल, जहां मशहूर व मारूफ ब्रांड्स की आमद का सिलसिला तेजी से जारी है, जिसमें शामिल है बुनंजा सतरंगी, आइडियाज, सर्विस शूज, चेजर, फूड।
So captain came and captain struck. Saqib Ikhlas getting rid of the dangerous Hubeb Salman, who was looking absolutely dangerous tonight. He gets another one straight away. Shoaib Khan coming in at number 3 was a straighter one. He stayed on the back foot and was strapped right in front of the stumps. Saqib Ikhlas, after getting rid of Hubeb Salman, gets another one, and this one was a very easy decision for the umpire to make. As soon as the ball struck the pads, he raised his finger, and Saqib Ikhlas knew it straight away as well. So 72 for 2 now.
फूड चेन KFC मेगा मॉल पेश करता है कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेस। सिर्फ 50% अदायगी पर मजीद मालूमात के लिए राब्ता करें फलक मार्केटिंग।
Can I call you Rose? Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose?
So the captain, courageous Saqib Ikhlas, who brought himself to bowl the last over of the batting power play, struck goal when he got rid of Hubeb Salman and straight away got another wicket. So now he's on a hat trick. Aqib Adnan, the left-hander, is on strike. Fielder at first slip. Bowled a faster one. Well, the idea was right to target the stumps and the pads, but Aqib Adnan was well aware of what's going to come in his way. So just 32 more needed for Eyeland. He's just darting in those deliveries, Saqib Ikhlas. He doesn't look to fly the ball a great deal now. Initially we were thinking that if Hubeb Salman stays till the end, this match is going to go till the 7th or 8th over at max. But now they might consume a few more overs, Eyeland. Another faster one, this time outside the off stump. Darts one in this time, gets it finer of the fine leg fielder. Will get off the mark, Aqib Adnan. Just one run and a couple of wickets coming in that over from Saqib. Extraordinary stuff from the skipper. 6 down, it's 73 for 2. Hazan Shoaib back on into his third now. His couple of overs are very expensive, and you can expect that when Hubeb Salman was on the at the crease. But now he will be hoping that he can join hands with the skipper by picking up a few wickets too. It's 74 for 2, just 30 more needed by Eyeland, which can prove to be their first victory of this tournament. But obviously their last appearance of this tournament as well. He's going to come around the wicket against Abdullah. You might expect him to score runs at a decent pace, Abdullah. Misfield from Kawa will fetch him a single. So if NJS Cuisine go on to lose this match, which is highly likely looking at the way they are batting so far, Eyeland, it's going to be the first time that no team has remained unbeaten during the group stages. All three teams that have qualified for the Super 6 from Group A have suffered a defeat in at least one game. Once again getting into an awkward position. Well, he lost his wicket in the similar fashion the other day, Akib Adnan, when he was looking to play a similar stroke against Ehsan Tahir, who was coming around the wicket. But since the length was slightly fuller and it hit him on the pads, he was given leg before. After getting rid of Hubab Salman, they have bought themselves some time. NJS Cuisine. That's the difference in the caliber of the players. Hubab Salman was not finding any difficulty whatsoever. Every length that he got, he put them away for 4s and 6s very easily. And now it seems like the other players are playing on a completely different track, as they've got so much defensive, without realizing that they just need 28 to win, and they can afford to take those risks, especially knowing the fact that they still have 8 wickets in hand. 76 for 2 after 7.
We are the battles of the Orchid School. We are the battles of the Orchid School. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We believe we achieve, working hard we receive. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We will touch the stars, it will happen soon. We are the Orchid School. We are the battles of the Orchid School.
So captain, after bowling just 1 over and getting 2 wickets, has taken himself off the attack, being replaced by another left-arm Chinaman. Starts off with a very wide delivery that has been given a wide too. "11" is the run rate of Team Eyeland. Might be another one. Not getting line or length right now, Anas. Twice he has kept the ball outside the off stump that have further turned away from the left-hander. This might be the third of the over. It is. Someone needs to have a word with him. At least either change the angle or look to bowl on the leg stump. Well, he's gone for the first option. He'll be coming around the wicket now. Paddles it fine. Akib Adnan. Saqib Ikhlas is after it. The skipper from the field first slip region, and Akib will get a couple. Eyeland and specifically Hubab Salman have put up a show tonight. Goes for another sweep, gets it past the leg slip fielder. Will look to come back for another couple. It's a flat throw, but he got a little late there. "83" now for 2, just 21 runs away, Eyeland. Slightly shorter, will be taken, put down. Oh, that was a dolly. That should have been held. I just get the feeling this is a perfect angle from Anas, because he's getting that turn on the ball. If he bowls on around off stump, that ferns away from the left-hander. And if he's going to look to hit that on the onside, he won't be able to get it from the middle, which he didn't on that occasion, and should have picked up his first wicket, but once again the catch was put down. Lights it up, getting it inside half of the bat, does Abdullah. Risky single taken. No damage done. Just like Khizr Irfan, Anas Suhail also getting the turn on this pitch. Left arm spinners have generally ruled this tournament as bowlers. Too wide. That's going to be the fourth of the over. Well, that will be a no ball. That will clearly be a no ball because it bounced at least thrice before it reached the batter. That's the rule. If the ball bounced twice before it reaches the batter, it's given as a no ball. Or even if it is pitching outside the playing turf, it's given as a no ball. So after 4 wides, he bowls on a no ball. The batter, Abdullah, will get a free hit. The fielding side can afford to change the field because the batter crossed. It was the left-hander Raqib Adnan who faced that no ball, which went behind the wicket keeper. Flights it up, and he misses. So the free hit not being able to put away, but 1 ball still remains in this long over from Anas. 10 deliveries he has bowled. Shuffles across, gets it in the gap, will get a boundary behind square on the onside. This is what he was looking to do in the previous ball as well, but this time I think he got into much better position because he just used his feet, shuffle across the off stump so that he can meet the ball under the eye and hit it well behind square, past square leg. So ends the over with a boundary. An unusual over comes to an end from Anas. 15 runs coming off it after 8. Eyeland are 92 for 2. So just before Eyeland could wrap up this game, NJS Cuisine have looked to try another option. Well, they have given the ball to Khurram Dilawar now, tall leg spinner. The opposition just needing 12 more to win. This is going to be a very convincing victory for Team Eyeland. It's going to be a crushing defeat for NJS Cuisine, and they might lose their top position at the points table because of the net run rate. Because if they lose this one, there's going to be 2 teams that have won 3 matches, Little Darling Zubedas and NJS Cuisine. If their net run rate decreases, Little Darling Zubedas can finish at top as well. Still 5 fielders standing outside the inner ring. Abdullah decides to go big, doesn't get it from the middle. Faizan Shoaib tries his best. Excellent effort from Faizan. He anticipated that, he knew he hasn't timed it well, Abdullah, so he ran in, got down, dived in, but still the ball just couldn't stick in his hands. Excellent effort. Raqib Adnan decides to go big, gets it towards fine. Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant this from Faizan. He struck it from the middle of the bat, just couldn't place it in the gap. Mid-off was brought inside. Faizan Shoaib got to the ball, 1 bounce, had a shy this time. Well, he had a perfect angle, 3 stumps to aim at, and there was no chance for Abdullah to return to the crease. So another wicket goes down for Eyeland. Abdullah loses his wicket after scoring 18. It's 94 for 3 with men in yellow still 10 runs away.
خلقتني من تراب وأنا على عهدك ووعدك أدعو إليك في كل حال.
खोलो.
Abdullah Tawab walks in at number 5, but he's at the non-strikers end. Playing some so close to the body. Akib Adnan. Just losing unnecessary wickets right now, Team Ireland, although they could have finished this game at least an over or two earlier. Lighting that one up, hitting in the air, hitting it in the gap. Is it going to go all the way for 4? No, it doesn't. And Akib, well, he should have come back for the second. Instead, they just go for a single. Two left-handers now out there for Ireland. Should have been two there for Akib Adnan. Instead, it was just a single. It was placed beautifully in the gap. Full toss, hits it hard, chance should be taken. Faizan Shoaib doesn't drop those. Another wicket goes down. Abdullah Tawab, well, had he gone for the second run in the previous delivery, he would have been off strike. Instead, he gets a gentle full toss. Could have hit that anywhere outside the ground, but just skying up in the air, and Faizan Shoaib takes an easy catch. So, once again, losing unnecessary wickets. Another wicket goes down for them. It's 95 for 4.
Good.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार।
He'll bowl his off spinners. Short delivery put away nicely, and it goes all the way as well. That came out of nowhere. Akib Adnan staying down to the ball and hitting it cleanly over square leg region. 100 also comes up for Team Ireland, who are now just 3 runs away from clinching their first victory of this TSPL Season 6. Saqib Ikhlas is asking all the fielders to come inside the 30-yard circle, apart from the fielder at deep square leg. Short again, pulled this time, but not being able to find the gap. Just a boundary away. Team Ireland. This is a complete performance from the men in yellow tonight. They were simply brilliant with the ball. And the way Khubab Salman just began the innings, it made it even more difficult for NJS Cuisine. So this might be it. This might be the winning runs for Ireland. A straight drive down the ground for the left hand Akib Adnan. And he finishes the things off with a boundary. And gives Ireland a much consolidating victory in the last match of the group stages. And their last match of the tournament as well.
ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं।
First slip, bowled a faster one. Well, the idea was right to target the stumps and the pads, but Akib. ऑडियो चेक करें. Alright, so it's time for the post-match presentation ceremony. This is the last match of the group stages and we have still not seen any side remaining unbeaten in this tournament. NJS Cuisine getting a crushing defeat at the hands of Eyeland tonight. I've got two captains with me, Saqib Ikhlas, the skipper of NJS Cuisine, and Salman representing Eyeland. Saqib, आदत नहीं है पहले इंटरव्यू देने की आपको इस टूर्नामेंट में, लेकिन आज एक अच्छी टीम और अच्छा खेला आज आइलैंड ने और फाइनली दे गेट ऑफ टू विनिंग.
बिल्कुल अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, मेरे ख्याल से हर टीम का एक चांस बनता है इस टूर्नामेंट में कि जो हम मैनेजमेंट का पहले सबसे पहले बनता था. लेकिन खैर आज उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा खेला. खुबैब की बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग थी, लेकिन हम इस उम्मीद से नहीं आए थे. हम जो बेसिकली हमारा जो वो था कि आगे के जो हम क्वालिफाइंग राउंड्स हैं तो उसमें हमें बेसिकली सबको यूटिलाइज़ करना है. हमें सबको देखना था कि भाई कौन कहाँ पे अच्छा खेल सकता है, हम कहाँ पे किसको यूटिलाइज़ कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि आगे इतने चांसेस नहीं मिलने वाले सबको. तो ये एक अच्छा मौका था कि जहाँ पे हम सबको यूज़ किया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत सारे अच्छे भी निकले. पता भी चला भाई हमने कहाँ पे किसको यूज़ नहीं करना है. लेकिन देन अगेन कि जो क्रेडिट जाता है वो खुबैब लोगों को जाता है, हम इनसे नहीं लेंगे वापस. इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा खेला और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह माशाल्लाह जीत के गए ये लोग.
All the best, Saqib. Now you are into the next round and we wish you all the best for the next two matches or your Super 6. Khubaib, we were missing those fireworks, we were missing the way you batted. I mean, it was very hard to see Eyeland not performing up to the reputation in the first two matches. लेकिन जिस तरह आप आए और आप छाए, I mean, we would have wished that we would have seen you earlier.
बस अनफॉर्चुनेटली फ़र्स्ट टू मैचेस में नहीं आ सका मैं. लेकिन बात यह है कि बिल्कुल हमारी नई फ्रेश टीम थी और बिल्कुल एंड लास्ट मोमेंट पे टीम बनानी पड़ी थी, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारे पास अभी भी बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर्स थे, लेकिन कॉम्बिनेशन जो है वो हमारा जो है वो थोड़ा सा स्टार्ट गेम्स में नहीं बन सके, तो बस उस वजह से हम थोड़ा लैग कर गए। बहुत क्लोज मैच हुए हमारे और जीत सकते थे, लेकिन बस हार्ड लग रही थोड़ी साथ।
यही बात, काफ़ी करीब आए थे पहले मैच में भी सिर्फ 4 रन्स के मार्जिन से, लेकिन वहाँ से जो कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं बन सका, लेकिन होपफुली ऑल इट वेंट वेल एंड यू हैव फिनिश्ड द कैंपेन ऑन अ हाई नोट।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। बात ये कि नए लड़के लिए थे इस दफ़ा काफ़ी सारे और उनको ट्राई कर रहे थे, तो थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस का भी लैकिंग थी, तो लेकिन इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट में और अच्छे तरीके से आएंगे।
All the best, Hubeb. All the best to you and the entire management of Team Eyeland. Now coming on to the prize distribution ceremony, the first award is for the best bowler of the game, and for picking up 3 wickets tonight, it's Sudesh Jawad. Yes. 3 for 17 in a spell of 4 overs. Sudesh will be given a perfume from me for being the best bowler of the game. Thank you so much, Sudesh. It was a low-scoring game, but it was a brilliant knock from Hubeb Salman, and there were no surprises that he will be judged the man of, in fact, the best batter of the game. A perfume from me as well to Hubeb Salman for scoring those 59 of just 21 deliveries. And now the award for the man of the match for picking up 3 wickets and taking 3 catches in the outfield. It's going to be the tall light arm spinner Hamad Shakil. Cash prize of 10,000 rupees from Alpha Labs for Hamad Shakil in the last match for Eyeland in the group stages. Thank you so much, bye. We'll be returning next week for the Super 6 matches. Till then, it's me, Zishan Khalid, signing off. Allah Hafiz.